Alright, the Gamecube. Man, the Gamecube brought us some good memories, right? Oh, most than others? Okay, okay. I love the Gamecube. It's just so small, man. It's literally what it is, what it says. It's just a Gamecube. Alright guys, let's get into it. Alright, register to win a Nintendo GameCube game of your own. Alright guys, so if you fill this out, send this back, and get some Nintendo Power books, you may get a Nintendo GameCube game from your boy. Secondly, subscribe to Nintendo Power. Oh man, remember this game, Beautiful Joe? Beautiful Joe was a really, really good game. Very underrated. If you guys don't have this game or don't know who Beautiful Joe is, check him out. Watch some videos. Oh my gosh. Very underrated game. Oh, F-Zero. If you guys had F-Zero also, really good game. Those two, I really recommend. Next is the Health and Safety Precaution book. Pretty much watch yourself. You'll heat up. Seizures, screen damage, motion sickness, electric shock, etc., etc. You know what's up. Lastly, the instruction booklet. Alright, let's go through with it pretty fast. Alright, so the GameCube. The little round handle right here, power button, nameplate disc, disc cover, reset button, power indicator, and the open button. Front view, you got your 4 controller sockets, 2 memory card slots. Next, you got your disc release and also the lens. I'm not supposed to touch it. And the back view, you got your DC input connector and your AV output. Bottom view, you got your high-speed port, and you got your serial port right there. You got your side view, exhaust vents. And you got your AC adapters, AV cables, self-explanatory. You got your GameCube controller, LR button, start buttons in the middle, control aka analog stick, D-pad is right here, got your power plug, got your R button right here, Z button on top, Y button, X button, A, B, and C stick. And this time the C's are not buttons, they're now an analog stick. Secondly, it's telling you how to plug in the AC adapter, so it's self-explanatory, just plug it in. Next is the color ports. I'm telling you, this stuff is actually hard back in there. This was science. This was rocket scientists right here. You got to make sure the colors match. And that's pretty much it. It's telling you how to put the game in, how you play. Oh, we can't forget this, the menu screen. Remember the menu screen? And that little crazy sound you used to make? That's the sound I'm talking about. So you got your menu, you got your gameplay, memory card if you go down, right you got the calendar, and left you got your options. And yup, remember this? Your little memory stuff right here, your memory games right here. Press start to play, catalog screens, all that. Whew. Oh man, you can move files over, erase a file. And that's pretty much it. Next is getting to the controller, which I already said. Start button right here, L and R. Got your Z port right here, Z button right here. Y, X, A, and B. Now the Z button isn't really that important how it used to be on the 64. It kind of lost its place. You got the analog, D-pad, and the buttons are now an analog. In the back, there's no trigger buttons on the back except for the L and R. And I ain't gonna lie, this is possibly one of the best Nintendo controllers because it feels so good in the hands. Alright, next we got the out port right here. You just plug this in to the console right here. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Next, we got the 3 ports. And like I said, you got your audio and your video and your one slot right here. This carried over from the N64 era, as you guys know. And lastly, you got your power right here. So this port goes into the back of your GameCube. This is the outlet, of course. And this is the GameCube outlet right here. And lastly, the GameCube itself. Alright, so the 4 ports, the slots, the vents on each side, and you got the back. Where the back, you got the analog AV out. With this, you insert in, and then you got the power, the DC port, which goes in right here. It's 12 volts. And on the bottom, you got your high port, your serial port, and extra external accessories you want to place at the bottom. And on top, you got your open button, you got your reset button right here, and you got your power button right here. And guys, I had no idea you can do this, but you can actually pluck out this right here. You got to do a lot to actually pluck this out, but you could. This little GameCube part right here, you can actually pluck it out and add something different to it. I had no idea. So now we got that out of the way, and that's pretty much the end of the GameCube. Again, how we did in the N64 video. Let's have some fun and figure out what games that we had. Alright guys, let's have some fun. So, what was your first game that we had for the GameCube? I can tell you my first game. Super Mario Sunshine. The best GameCube game for the GameCube. I'm telling you, it has to be. It's definitely up there on one of the best. But my second game that I had was Tales of Sinfonia. Guys, if you never played Tales of Sinfonia, underrated game, quite possibly the best RPG style game on the GameCube. But if you didn't have that, guys, I'm so serious when I say this. I've played this game for 3 years straight. Like, me and my brother used to play this game all day, all night, trying to level up our characters, trying to get past certain levels. And I'm telling you, I was a robot and he was a human. If you're a robot, if you know this game has like bosses, traps, a whole bunch of stuff. I was a robot, so I can see all the traps, and he was a human. And I don't know what their ability is, but I know what I've done. That game is so fun. Like I said, I played that game for 3 years straight. I've came back to it 2 years ago because people hacked it and hacked the servers, and you can actually just do a lot with it. I know it's a lot, but guys, did you guys have Day of Reckoning 2? That was supposed to be No Mercy's remake right there, Day of Reckoning 2. Kurt Angle is the greatest wrestler of all time, I'm telling you. And with the fact that he was like in this game for me, like, yo, I used to be angle slamming everybody in this freaking game, yo. I used to play this game all night too. Like, this game was fun too. It had a really great storyline, really awesome gameplay. And another game that has some really, really great gameplay as a fighting game was, of course, Soul Calibur 2. You cannot go without Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2, this game costs a lot of fights. This game costs a lot of monies and bets. I'm telling you, this game was something fierce too. And lastly, Beautiful Joe. Beautiful Joe, quite possibly one of the best GameCube games, because he has this ability where he can like speed up time and slow down time. The game is like, it's like a movie, but like you're like a character and like you gain abilities. You can level him up. You can gain abilities for him. He can go faster, he can go slower. The game's really fun and very underrated. I do have Beautiful Joe too, but that's still up. I just grabbed a couple of games. Also Metroid Prime 2. Metroid Prime was my favorite GameCube game of all time. That's probably the best GameCube game, right next to Super Mario Sunshine. It's definitely a tie between those two. But Metroid Prime and Super Mario Sunshine, the best. This is definitely up there too. Oh, and also Fire Emblem, Path of the Radiance. I got that too. Awesome games. Trust me, you guys will like those games too. I recommend those 3 games to you, 4 games to you, whatever. Check them guys out. This is Devin Up. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Thanks for watching.
Tag Team, or else. Mario Kart Double Dash. Drive, throw stuff, switch. Only for Nintendo GameCube. Totally for everyone.
Gamecube.